Chair Powell, how should we interpret the fact that core inflation is still not forecast in the SEP to be back to target in 2025, and yet the dot plot projects cuts as early as 2024? And does that mean there's a level of inflation above the 2% target that the Fed is willing to tolerate?
So I guess core is at 2.1 in 2025, and in the median, and headline is at 2.0. So that's pretty close. I mean, we write down our forecasts and we figure out what the median is and we publish it. So it's not. I mean, I would say that if the economy followed this path, this would be a pretty good outcome. But you're right, it is a tenth higher than 2%.
Okay, just as a quick follow-up, I mean, if the concern is that underlying inflation is becoming more entrenched perhaps each month, then why forego the more aggressive 100 basis point increase today? And does that risk having to do more later on?
Yeah, so we, as we said, at the last press conference and in between that one and this one, we said that we would make our decision based on the overall data coming in. So if you remember, we got a surprisingly low reading in July, and then a surprisingly high reading for August. So I think you never want to overreact too much to any one data point. So if you look at them together, and as I just mentioned, if you really look at this year's inflation, 3, 6, and 12-month trailing, you see inflation is running too high. It's running 4.5% or above. You don't need to know much more than that. If that's the one thing you know that this committee is committed to getting to a meaningfully restrictive stance of policy and staying there until we feel confident that inflation is coming down. That's how we think about it.